patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as stupid.
Patty cake, please
Okay,
subscribe.
Don't say bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel.
Make sure you don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you want to become a part
Of the Neon Squad.
Yes.
and they are the coolest people on the internet, and you do get $100 when you subscribe, so subscribe.
Okay guys, so today we're going to be reacting to some crazy TikTok story time.
Yeah, that didn't end up happening.
We actually ended up watching Conspiracies instead, so enjoy.
Edits to Miss Streamies for this video. I'll link the video down below. Take a moment to realize you've never... Oh, what? I did not get to read that.
Okay, here is a crazy conspiracy theory that is definitely not talked about enough. There's a book written in 1893 called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Adventure. Now we all know that's Donald Trump's son's name, but don't they also look a bit similar? In the book, Baron Trump is a time traveler, and his mentor's name is Don, as in his dad, Donald. And that's where the book takes place. Russia. And there have been a lot of investigations between all the sketchy going on between Trump and Russia. Russia was author releases a book called The Last President. This is when it's really real. It is about a wealthy man who lives on 5th Avenue and runs for president. Come back for part 2.
Yeah. What
Are
your
they
horror
saying
looks like? South Korean girl barely dodges potential intruder. Oh. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. The Simpsons predicted the coronavirus and Kobe Bryant's death. Oh my gosh, I've seen this before, you guys. I've seen that before. They also predicted who was going to win the election in 2016, so.
I mean, they're unstoppable.
What are we watching? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jump! Why do I jump in videos so much? Like, we could probably have a full compilation off of me jumping from
sound my
videos.
car made because I hit the brakes so fast it felt like I was in a f***ing fever dream. Then 5 minutes later, not even, I find this house and I'm like, what time vortex or alternate dimension did I go into? Because A, none of this was on my way to my destination. B, I've lived in this area my whole life and I've never seen this. And this house was in the middle of nowhere. Then this weird bird showed up and I was like, oh, that's weird, but we'll get to that later because that'll come back. And here's more of the house and there's nothing around it. And then there's the mailbox.
What?
Okay,
What?
that's cool.
Is this?
85. I don't know if that'll mean anything. Then there was a little shed. Okay, now look. Are those birds? Not like real birds, but are those like fake birds?
That's creepy.
You should run.
Alright, going randonauting, and it took us to this shady park in the middle of nowhere, so let's see
Yeah,
what
I
we
would have
find.
totally ran.
All we see so far is like trees,
Yeah.
a bridge.
It looks like a
People over
forest.
this
Looks like
bridge,
normal.
and
Like a
locations over
campsite.
there.
Have you ever been hiking?
Yeah, it looks like a hiking.
What the
Is that? What is that?
Is that like an...
Like, she needs to turn back now.
Stop it. Don't
Keep
stop.
going.
This is
How a
idiot.
horror movie star.
You're gonna get yourself murdered.
Stop, I'm gonna die.
Okay, we're getting closer. A little creeped out.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm not, no.
Run.
No,
Run, stop
no.
it. Stop.
I was gonna go back, but somebody's looking. No.
Oh my god.
So we
That is
just gonna
really
scream?
creepy.
I'm just gonna.
Please don't go in. Oh
No.
gosh. Please don't go in.
Titanic never actually sank, according to this theory.
I've
the theory
seen
is that
this.
the
Okay.
Titanic also
It could
had
be
other
true,
boats
but
that
like...
were
Actually, I don't think I've seen this conspiracy
The
theory.
Olympic had a couple collisions, and it was on its last leg.
Okay, yeah, this is
So
one I
before
saw.
the Titanic set sail, they switched ships. So basically, they put the Titanic logo on the Olympic because they knew it was going to sink, and that was so they could collect the insurance money. The Olympic
Yeah.
had 16 portholes, and the Titanic had 14 portholes. Here's a picture of the Titanic setting sail, and as you can see, there are 16 portholes on the side. James Cameron went to look for the Titanic wreckage while shooting the movie. He took a bunch of footage and photos and caught this picture of the Titanic. When you zoom in on the side, you can see a big letter M and P. Around that time of the Titanic, there was a big coal strike, thousands of people out of work, yet no one wanted to work on the ship due to rumors going around town. Most of the rich people who got invited to the Titanic didn't even show up. J.P. Morgan had a ticket and decided not to go. On the day the Titanic sank, the New York Times spotted J.P. Morgan out with his girlfriend at a restaurant. So let me know what you think.
You ever heard of the Hollow Earth theory?
I believe that one.
You never heard of it?
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I think in like the 1960s, there was a pilot that flew over Antarctica.
Okay.
And he found a hole in Antarctica
In the earth? Oh, it just
that led like
Really?
into the earth. So his claim, I don't know if this is true,
Yeah.
but his claim was that he went inside
Yeah.
and he saw like a civilization inside of Antarctica.
Oh,
Deep inside the ground, underground.
yeah.
And he's saying it's in like
Oh, really?
advanced
That'd be cool, though,
civilization.
if that was.
Like they have that we couldn't even create.
Like robots?
If that's
I don't know.
true, that is
It just
really,
says
really
advanced
cool.
Okay,
civilization,
like,
right?
What is it?
I
Here's the
want to
crazy
go there
part,
if
though. Here's
that's
the crazy
true.
part.
Like,
So
if that's
he
true,
said
like,
all
I
this shit,
hope
right?
that's
He
true,
came
because that's, like,
out with
really
the news
cool.
and everything and said
Yeah.
it. Then
This dude's probably a liar.
silenced it. Like
Really?
they told him like he couldn't talk about more.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's how you know it's valid, bro.
But like who knows, right? Like
What if Mars was on... Wait, what if Mars has water on it because we used to live there and we messed up the climate so bad that we had to send an escape pod to Earth with only Adam and Eve in it, and the pod was an asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs?
Stop.
Okay, actually, though...
We don't know.
Weird Nature
Could
Facts,
be.
Part 25. Dolphins love interacting with pregnant women because they
I've seen that.
communicate using ultrasound. Not only can they hear the mother's heartbeat, but also the baby's, and they find this very fascinating. For more than 20 years, a dolphin named Pylorus Jack regularly guided ships through treacherous waters until his disappearance in 1912. A man from Argentina posted this photo of a giant mosquito called a gallinipper that his mother killed in her home. While its bite can be very painful, it's not nearly as dangerous as the smaller
could
mosquito,
not
which can
imagine.
transmit yellow fever and Zika virus.
Ew.
Naka Cave in Thailand
I've actually
closely
really,
resembles
lately
a
been
giant
really scared of
petrified snake.
mosquitoes.
The
Because
average
you can die
silverback
from them,
gorilla
so
is 4 to 9
been
times
really scared of
stronger than the
mosquitoes.
average human male. They
I
can
hate
deadlift
gnats.
1,800 pounds
Oh my
and their
gosh.
grip can crush the
Like,
skull
gnats
of
are
a
annoying,
crocodile.
but like mosquitoes are deadly.
So guys,
Gnats
we
can
all
be
know
deadly
Taylor
too,
Swift
you
and
never
her number
know.
one hit song "Me," but did you know that the "Me" music video hides hidden messages throughout it that'll unveil an even bigger secret that we
No.
aren't supposed to know? So first we have the title of the song "Me," which is obviously
Why would
one.
she do
and
that
In the
if you
song,
weren't
we're
supposed to
introduced to
know
Taylor's
it?
one new cat, Benjamin Button. Now the next hidden message is through this snake, 5 letters, which allegedly represents her old album. And speaking of albums, here we see 7 suitcases to represent that this will be her 7th album. And finally, we can't forget that this whole song is also made with Panic at the Disco's Brendan Urie, where his band's logo has a distinct 3 points to it. Now, guys, if we total these clues all together, we get 17. And here's where it gets creepy. If we look at what the 17th line in the song is, it is E-E-E. Flip that around and it says he. And who do we all know that says he? That's right, Michael
Oh my
Jackson.
gosh.
Which means that Michael Jackson is still alive and helped make this song. So guys, spread the word because Michael...
I think Michael Jackson's alive, but I don't think he made this song.
Yeah, I don't think
So
that
guys, we all
conspiracy
know
is
Spider-Man
real.
from our
Like,
favorite
where did
superhero
you
movies,
get
but if
that?
we think about it, we're
Yeah.
never
You have
told
too
who
much
Spider-Man's
time on your
parents
hands.
actually are.
Exactly.
But I think I may have found the answer. So the name Spider-Man is 9 letters long, and he lives in New York City, which is 3 words.
I didn't know
Multiply
this
those
guy.
2 together, and we get
This guy just-
27.
this is just
Nothing
crazy.
too strange, right? But if we look on the newest Avengers Endgame,
His
poster,
math is like
there
so
are
quick, like
only
multiplying.
2
I'm over here like,
How?
what's 9
If we
times 3
subtract those 2
again?
numbers from each other,
Well,
we
I
get
know 9
15.
times
And
2 is
guys, stick with
18
me here,
plus
because this is why
9.
the number 15 is so
I don't know
important for
how.
discovering who
I
Spider-Man
am very good at math, though.
really are. So, first off, 15 is the title of a popular song by which artist? None other than Taylor Swift.
What's with
which
him and
must
Taylor
mean that
Swift,
she's
like?
the
You-
Spider
like,
mom.
you-
But then who's the
Taylor
Spider
Swift
dad?
is not
Well,
Tom Holland's
if we do
mom.
some simple math, 1 plus 5 is
Why
6.
would Taylor
And
Swift
who has
be
6 Infinity Stones?
How's
Well,
Spider-Man's
none
mom?
other than Thanos, which means that their only answer is that Thanos and Taylor Swift
What?
are Spider-Man's real
What the
parents.
frick?
Guys, my Spidey senses are tingling, and I'm Spidey shook.
Spidey senses.
My Spidey senses. No. That's not true. You're just a moron.
When you suddenly start to connect all the adult family gossip you heard growing up. Oh my gosh, I do this. I literally do this every single day. I'll be like, that's what that meant.
Yeah, like I just now am starting to get jokes.
I'm just now starting to get like all the family gossip.
Yeah, nobody ever told me anything.
This to you. So he died September 13th, 1996 in Las Vegas after a Mike Tyson fight. After that Mike Tyson fight, he got shot in the front seat of a car in a BMW, black BMW with Suge Knight. Okay, now,
I throw a lot of
apparently that whole
conspiracy
thing
theories
was
about him,
staged
though.
and never went down. What actually happened is that at that show that night, he had a security of entourages that brought him out and that actually imported
I was kind of hoping, hopefully they'll show off some of the Juice WRLD conspiracy theories.
Someone
Really
named
hope
Michael
so.
Mace,
I
that was actually there that night. That was doing. That was
If not, we might have to dedicate a full video to that because like
actually assisted him.
that
I
is
did see one, and like
not only that, but
realistic.
Suge Knight has actually came out
unlike some of
and
these
said
other
that
ones,
Tupac is
saying
actually
Taylor
living in
Swift
Cuba.
is the mother of Tom
Now,
Holland.
let me go through a
No,
couple
the
sites.
mother
There
of
has been 5
Spider-Man.
sightings of
Yeah,
Tupac since
but
his
like
Tom Holland's
not
dead.
any of the other
being actually
Spider-Man.
in
It's
Cuba
just
with
Tom
Suge Knight back
Holland's
in
Spider.
2004.
Like where's
Okay,
the
so you ended up here, so obviously you think the aliens are real because they are, of course, right?
But did you know that there's many that are actually trying to help us? Movies, they're often depicted as something that we should be scared of that want to destroy our planet. And for some, that's true. But not all. Talk about Lyrans, the lion people. Lyrans are a humanoid with a cat head, and they
never
came
heard
from
of
the
Lyrans, but I do think that they're aliens because
sadly their galaxy got destroyed.
have you guys seen how big our galaxy is? Literally, we're teeny tiny little specks. There is life somewhere else.
There
We're
could
not
be a
the
twin.
only ones.
Like it makes me feel so unimportant when there's this huge galaxy.
Yeah, we're super tiny, so there's no way that we're the only living organism. And any organism that's somewhere else in space would be considered an alien.
Yeah.
So they might not be how we perceive them, or whatever that word is, conceive them to be.
Sphinx
They're real.
was
You
a
know, we
carving.
probably are like little
I guess we'll
ants
never
to
know.
all these giant aliens.
Yeah, but of course they don't know we exist.
Yeah, like I feel bad for ants now because I squashed them as a game, and I feel like some giants are gonna squash me as a game now.
Triceratops. That's not actually true. It wasn't even in Michigan. It wasn't a T-Rex. But I digress. I don't have time for that argument. The point is, there's never been a completed T-Rex skeleton found. Which means they've made most of this animal up. One complete item that they have consistently found is the skull. All the other bones are all mismatched. If anybody has seen these pictures, I don't need to point out how inaccurate the people who draw dinosaurs are, because they gave them the bones to a baboon, the bones to a zebra, the bones to a hippo, and a swan, and that's what they came up with. Y'all got me. So basically what I'm getting at is it's a dragon. It's a dragon skull. A lot of its bones being hollow would have explained why they've never found a complete skeleton, because hollow bones are really hard to
That makes
fossilize.
sense,
I'm not
but
saying they breathe
wouldn't a
fire. But
dragon
you
be
explain to
a
me why there's a
dinosaur?
dragon in every single culture on the planet.
Aren't dragons dinosaurs?
Okay, so today
Yeah,
we're
they
going to
just
talk
breathe
about
fire.
one of the most
They're just a
believable
different breed of
conspiracy theories
dinosaur, right?
about the coronavirus. So as we all know, the coronavirus started in Wuhan, China, and the world went into an economical crash. This is partially due to everyone being in lockdown or being in quarantine and having to shut down businesses. Now, what do most people do when they're in lockdown inside their house and they can't go out?
Sit on their butt
They
and eat,
order stuff
like me.
online.
Yeah.
And a majority
or
of the
that.
stuff that
Oh,
we
yeah, that
order
too.
online comes from China. So the theory goes that China created this virus so they could gain economically while the whole world crashed. Now, I know you're probably going to be like, but why would they kill their own people? China
Yeah,
is already
seriously.
dealing with overpopulation. So you think about it.
I mean,
They
it makes
killed
sense, but
over
like,
a million
It makes
people
sense, but
around the world.
Why would you try to kill
Not
America?
only does this
Oh,
give
wait,
more
they don't hate
Chinese
us.
people room
I mean,
to
they hate
move
us, right?
elsewhere in other
No, we hate
countries,
them.
but it
Our
also
country hates
tackles
them.
population
But we get all our
reduction
stuff
in
by
their
them.
country.
We should just
What do you
allies.
we should be appreciated.
Today's conspiracy
next
theory
3
is going to be
years.
one of the craziest we've covered so far, and I must warn you, if you have anxiety, please do not watch this.
Oh, I
So
have
this
anxiety.
theory,
I
we're
have
going to talk
anxiety.
about the movie Songbird, which is supposed to come out next year, and it's supposed to talk
Didn't that
about
already come out?
COVID-23. So now we're going to talk about predictive programming. The definition is here. You can pause if you want to read it, but it's basically the media psychologically brainwashing us to accept
I can't even read that.
something happened. And we saw this a lot with 9/11. There were so many cartoons imitating 9/11 before it actually happened. Now I'm going to show you pieces of the trailer which are really realistic.
Okay, but cartoons though, they be imitating everything.
Yeah, like they're predicting our future, I swear.
All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors. And 10 minutes. All infected infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps.
So what?
Next thing you know, the purge is gonna happen. Like,
to accept the next few laws?
I mean, honestly though,
I thought it was gonna happen back in May.
Honestly though, I could see it happening.
Yeah, like we're all absolutely insane.
Neil Armstrong was the first person to land on the moon. Neil, I've seen that. Neil A backwards is alien.
No, but Neil Armstrong didn't actually
Neil Armstrong
land
didn't
on the moon.
actually. So that's the end of the video. We will have another video coming out next Saturday. Bye guys.
Bye, sissy.